white executive like that could work in a place.
No, it's lowering standards to let women and minorities in.
That's your
Just so that they'll be
perspective.
in there, right?
It's not my perspective. It's literally
It is. It's not lowering standards. It was literally meant not to cut anybody off, but it was literally invented because white men were the majority, and like schools and all these professions like doctors, lawyers. That's why everyone's like, my lawyer's all this stuff, because white men have been the predominant one. So that's why the United States decided to include this DEI to give minorities a better chance at jobs where they didn't necessarily have a better chance. That's why it was invented, not because they're not as competent or they're not as smart. So if I see a woman, a Arab woman flying my plane, right on, sister.
All right, well, let me ask you this. You mentioned people. They've been kicked out of 100+ countries over 1,000 times. Probably one of the most persecuted people in all of history.
They're terrorists.
And they're minorities. How is it that they've been able to figure out and become successful in countries where they're not the host nation?
A lot of people are successful in other countries where they're not the host nation.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they did it without affirmative action, like blacks do. I mean,
India,
there are some things here and there that help, but in general, they're looked at as white people a lot of the times. They kind of mix and match.
I mean, Indians did the same thing. I'm pretty sure in the UK there's like the majority of land or something I heard is...
Those racism towards Chinese, how did they end up becoming successful in America? And Japanese too.
Wait, what's your question? Because people have grit and they have determination, so I'm confused. What's your question?
So I'm saying, like, they don't necessarily need to use DEI as much as like blacks do, and they found a way to become successful, these minority groups. And they've dealt with persecution as well.
I wouldn't say it's as much as blacks do. I mean, and also they have like we said earlier, who rules the music group? Like, who rules music?
Yeah, it's the Jews for sure. Yeah.
Right. So you're saying like, oh, they were able to do this, but at some point.
So do you think racism is still a barrier for people to be successful in 2025?
Also, black people cannot be racist.
What the?
What? Do you think black people should get reparations too?
I'm not sure about that.
So you're telling me that I can't be racist?
No, person can't be.
So what if you were to make like if you call a white person a crack?
I mean, that's not nice, and that's not a good thing to do. But I wouldn't.
But you can.
That wouldn't make you racist, you think?
I mean, in undergrad, I that's just what I learned, that people cannot be racist because we're the minority. How can we be racist?
Can you be racist to other minorities?
I mean, I guess people could, but...
So by your own discovery, you can be racist then?
Seems like there's a lot of discoveries today.
Okay! Wow.
Bro, this is why everybody laughs at American blacks, bro.
Yeah, bro, what?
With the
That makes no sense.